Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to be very clear with the practice, because that clarity is important for yourself to bring more effort, and it will bring more comfort to keep continue. When it comes to our day-to-day life, security is one of the major important thing, and we always give our first priority for our security. And because of that, we get the help out of many tools, machines, and at the same time, we take life insurance, property insurance, and we put many cameras around us. This is all important. And out of that, it gives us a kind of like security and satisfaction, comfort. And end of the day, you have the peace of mind. But still, when it comes to the very reality of life, end of the day, sometimes that all things not enough for you to find the deeper happiness and satisfaction. It because of our deeper unhappiness, fear, anxiety, depression, unbalance, and uncertainty regarding the life. So then when it comes to the greater protection, what the Buddha said, out of practicing meditation, you can develop the greater protection to yourself. The best security come out of practicing meditation. The best security come out of practicing satipatthana or developing mindfulness regarding four foundations. So that is a very important place that you have to look into a little bit carefully. Because how it is possible? So for that, there is a story. One time Buddha gave this story to monks. So what the story? There, long time ago, there was a very old circus man. So what he does, he used to do the juggling. And by the time he get little bit older, and then he thought he need a helper. So he went around the city and looked for someone, very young, a strong person to train. And he found a person, very young boy, and he started to train. So this boy also liked the idea about this juggling. And so how the training goes. So this old person took a long bamboo pole and put it on his head and told this young boy to climb that. And from there, now both start to juggling. So while they do that, this old person gave the first advice. So remember, this is the first advice you have to always keep in mind. So what is that? You have to take care of me and I will take care of you. So then we both going to be safe. But the young boy didn't accept that advice. And he told, you are wrong. It is better I will take care of myself and you take care of yourself. So then we both going to be safe. Without any stress, without any fear, without any uncertainty, because myself, I can take care. So if you also take care of yourself, rather than if I try to take care of you, maybe I may fail. So, but I can take care of myself. So somehow in the very first day, after a long time, this well-experienced circus man understood something very different. So then the Buddha explained to all the monks. So remember, in this journey, learn to take care of yourself before you try to take care of others. It's nothing wrong that you take care of others. Of course, we have to do that. But the thing is, when you take care of yourself, what will happen? And other people going to get the benefit out of it. And that way, you can be with them without bringing any difficulties to them. So what is the meaning here? That's this take caring. So the take caring means you become mindful regarding you. That is the best defense system for yourself to protect you, becoming mindful. Keep the awareness. And again, you practice it. You continue your practice, and stronger your awareness, sharp your mindfulness. So in that way, what will happen? So in that way, in the very first level, to protect yourself, you're not going to use the greed, hatred, or the delusion. Because when you become mindful, as a result of that mindfulness, you reduce the power of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So most of time, when you lose the mindfulness, when you lose your awareness, what will happen? As a result of that, you will develop, you will increase the power of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So whatever stronger they are in your mind, then it becomes action by the time. So when then day-to-day life, when the situations happen, what you do, you bring your best options. So that is your greed, hatred, and the delusion. But when you become mindful, you recognize that your greed, hatred, and the delusion, that recognition itself becomes the solution for that unprofitable skills. So in that way, whatever happens, in that very moment, your response going to become more difference. When you become aware, so one of the thing is you start to defend using the wisdom and understanding. So that is the best tool that you can develop to keep the protection around you, wisdom. So out of the awareness, there is the wisdom come. And when you have that wisdom, what will happen? And when there is a wisdom, the very next quality you're going to develop, compassion. So that is the next defense system that you develop in you, rather than envy or the anger or the hatred. You develop the compassion. So now the wisdom, the best tool, the next one, the next defense system is the compassion. So whenever that there is a compassion and wisdom, so naturally you become generous. It's not you that you think and you want to be generous. No, that is the power of the wisdom. When there is a wisdom, it brings the compassion. When the wisdom and compassion there, it brings the generosity. So now you have best tools to deal with the world. You have the best defense system. Deal with the world. And anywhere, yourself. And it is the best method to take care of you. And at the same time, just imagine yourself when you react with the wisdom, compassion, generosity, whoever around you, they're going to get the best out of you. So otherwise, what will happen? If you're not aware, as a result of that, the ignorance arises. No one responsible for that. That is the very nature of our human mind. So don't look for a person. Don't look for kind of like a unchangeable reason. This is the very nature of us. So when you are not aware, and as a result of that, your mind always depending from the past or the future. So when the mind depends from the past and the future, it always needs the help out of your past experience. So that's another way called the sanskara or the cankers, mental formations. So most of our mental formations depend on the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So then what will happen? You get the help out of the greed, hatred, or the delusion. And then as a result, you respond with that. When a situation comes, when you engage with the situation, knowingly or unknowingly, with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, you react with the greed. And then it again take you to hatred. And then again it take you to ignorance. So that is another circle we develop in us. So that's why practicing meditation take you to the place that you can change this. So when it comes to the awareness, mean just developing your consciousness towards the present moment. Here, now, strongly, clearly, you settle down. And when you settle down that, what will happen? In the moments on the surface level, you will see something happening. But at the same time, you have to remember, there is always something happens beyond the moment, which we can't see. Or maybe we don't want to see. Awareness is allow you to see what is happening in this very moment and what is happening underneath the moment. So it's kind of like a take you a little bit more deeper to have a very clear total understanding regarding the moment of experience. Because otherwise, most of time, we have understanding just a part of the experience, just a part of the situation. Maybe whatever we like, or maybe whatever we can see, or whatever we heard, whatever we smell, whatever the people we associate. Beyond that, we don't see. But when the mind becomes clear, what will happen? You get out of these boundary lines. You get out of this self-made prison. You get out of your own barriers and become very clear with the entire causation or the cause and effect. So that's become the wisdom for you. So once you have that wisdom within you, and it becomes the Dharma. So then you not look for a person, and within yourself, you not hold you as a person. So that is a transformation that you bring to yourself, because always we have this self-centered mind. We look from here to there. And at the same time, when you have this self-centered mind, what will happen? You have a shadow behind you. Always just look yourself. Always you have a shadow, and you have that conversation with that shadow 24/7. And you may never find that shadow. That shadow means the idea of self. So, and then you condition the world. You condition the situations. And out of that preconditioned mind, when you go with the life, you will never come to the point to understand the truth. You may experience just the same thing happening in your mind. It's a reflection of your own thoughts, reflection of your own mind. And you miss the world. So the awareness means it gives you an opportunity for yourself to experience this moment. In the very first level, you have to appreciate yourself. You're having this opportunity. You have this moment. So then, why you bring your past experience, or why you jump forward? Have you ever seen the very beauty of right now, right here? Because we always maybe thinking of something about the past, or we become so worried about the past, or maybe we are so into our future and we look for that. This both disconnect us from the moment. So the present moment means that's why you settle down right now, right here, and you bring the completion to yourself. And you have the satisfaction just as who you are right now, right here. So that satisfaction, that completion, brings some kind of confidence to yourself. So you need that confidence. So that is where the wisdom itself becomes a protection for yourself. So then you don't look for something else, and then again and again, you look for the awareness. Just imagine, maybe you have the best life insurance. Maybe you have the best weapon systems. Maybe you have the best bodyguard. Or you have the best place to be protected from other enemies. But if you don't have the awareness, what will happen? If you don't have the clarity in your mind, what will happen? So that's why every day you have to remember, for your family, for yourself, maybe you keep doing a lot of things and you try to bring the protection and you try to interfere with them and you try to protect them. But if you don't take care yourself, how you can protect somebody else? Then everybody going to be in danger. Just imagine in a one family, if one person become ignorance, the entire family going to suffer. If one person lose the awareness, what will happen? So when it comes to the city, the world, the same. So then don't be that one person. And then so in the other side, yourself, if you look very carefully, if you take care of yourself with the awareness, with the mindfulness, and out of that you generate the compassion when situations come, rather than going and fight with the anger, bring your defense system as the hatred, blaming, bad word, harsh word, you bring the compassion. So in that very level, you safe, and at the same time, other people also going to become so safe in front of you. Sometimes their anger come as a result of their samsaric journey, habitual pattern. And then maybe they have some physical issues. And sometimes they have kind of like the deeper, that the trauma that they don't know what's happening within their life. So that kind of person, when they get mad or the angry, disappointed, so if you have the compassion towards them, see that person also going to be protected in front of you, and you also going to become protected. So that is very important for you. And especially when it comes to our day-to-day life, that you have to remember that the two arrows story. And the most of time, the situations happens, we will get hurt, we will have the pain, disappointment, unhappiness. So that's kind of like we get hit with the first arrow. But don't allow yourself to get hit the second arrow. So what is the second arrow? The way you accept it. Your mindset. So if you have the awareness, and out of that awareness, you build up the wisdom, and out of the wisdom, you have the compassion, and out of that compassion, with the loving kindness, you have the generosity. So if you have that, you shield yourself, and the second arrow not going to hit you. So in itself, you are safe. So that safety is very necessary, because we don't know. Look, sometimes, most of time we get hurt not from unknown people. We get hurt from the people around us. We get hurt from the people we love. We get hurt people from we everyday see. And as mothers, fathers, sometimes you get hurt from the children. Maybe not for a one day. Maybe many, many years you keep suffering. See, you have no choice. How far you have to go like this? And as children, maybe from your mother's parents, when you get hurt, it's not only for a one day. Just imagine, if you start to get hurt from your husband or wife, how far you have to go? You have no idea. Every day you get hurt. And out of this life, then what you experience? And from the brothers or the sisters, if you start to get hurt, where are you going to end? You know how far you have to go with that struggle. So that's why you have to come to understand. Don't allow yourself to get hurt. It is your responsibility. If you get hurt out of somebody, that's mean you get hurt because of your own ignorance, not because of their behavior, because you allow them to hurt you, and other things, you accept it, and you invite for the second arrow. So that once we mentally get hurt, That's going to become the danger for all of us. So then remember, the security means the protection means. It's not always we depend from these outside things. There is no way we can do that. There is no way anything can protect us. But if you develop the wisdom out of awareness, so that is why practicing mindfulness, it is not for a one day, again and again, again and again. If you keep practice, so by the time you start to settle down with that. So keep that protection with you. It is your responsibility. And be wise yourself and bring the wisdom through the awareness, not just by reading books or listening to like that, through awareness, practicing awareness, being mindful. And that way, you will see in the very first level, your mind become calm, relaxed, comfortable, and strong and balanced. So out of that, you're not going to make any kind of mistakes, and you're not going to say any bad words. You're not going to do any bad actions, and you're not going to have any bad thoughts about anybody, because you're not going to get hurt and you calm. So then by the time other people are not going to get hurt out of you, and then you protect yourself, and by the time they're going to protect from you. So in that way, it is not for only today. In this entire samsaric journey, anywhere you go, yourself and whoever around you, that both going to be protected until you reach to the highest level of liberation. So develop that protection, keep it, be mindful about it again and again. If you get hurt, and because of you, if someone get hurt, right away address to your mindfulness and look what happened. Don't look other things, because you have to go to the very epicenter, or to the bottom of the problem, and look yourself and see the condition of your mind, and you will see, because you got hurt. And you got hurt not because of what other people did. You got hurt because of you condition your mind from certain ideas or the thoughts or behind your shadow that always guide you to get hurt like that. So if you recognize that, and you will address that recognition itself, the solution to get out of the shadow, and then you will see how your mindfulness will start to guide you moment by moment, moment by moment. And you will see that whatever comes to your mind, it will go away, pass by. And if you don't hold it to that, it cannot do anything. So once you recognize that, you don't touch it. Whatever comes to your mind, you don't touch it, because you know within another few seconds, it disappears. And that is where you start to learn to wait. So by the time, if you're capable to increase the duration to wait, and you will see, and your mind become more calm, relaxed, comfortable, and with that, your awareness going to become more strong, and with that, your understanding going to become more deeper. So that doesn't mean the world going to change. The world going to be the same like that. All the drama will keep happening. All the blame will keep happening. All the fight will keep happening. All the grumpy, bumpy faces going to be around you. That's going to happen. That's the beauty of the world. That's the beauty of the world. And sometimes, in a family, when someone get mad, other people, look at the face and start to, make fun out of laugh. There's a beauty. So you start to recognize that. You don't disturb it. and you don't look to be perfect. There's no way, because when this idea of perfection come out of the conditioned mind, and if you develop this perfectionism, then what will happen? That means you condition your mind and you try to condition other people. Oh, it should be like this. There's no like that. This everything. Underneath this all, everything have the behavior like the water. No pattern, no shape. It's always, possible to change. And it's everything become kind of like a formless, it's kind of like a liquid. You see, last night, 2 a.m. it's this 4.2 earthquake happened. I was just seeing this, how this everything become, formless. I was experiencing, myself. This everything is kind of like became water, formless. And that's why I understood, because this everything, it's look like solid. This everything like kind of like there's a structure we can see, but underneath, it's not like that. Anytime this can, move. So our mind is saying, don't, because of that, don't develop this idea of to being perfect. There's no such a thing like that. So that is one of the major part when it come to vipassana level of practice. You get out of this perfectionism. You don't look to be perfect. So whatever they are, you go with it. You accept it as it is. So when you have that abilities, the strength or the power, that is another wisdom you gain to yourself, because each and every moment change, moment by moment, and things happen as a result of something else. So then how something can be perfect? It is just only the idea. So that's why even don't look that from the people. Don't wait for the situation to be perfect like that. So if you are capable to understand it and get this moment as the perfect, because this is where you experience this all, and then you bring the total satisfaction. And the very being itself going to become your total moment of experience. And that is where your completion going to activate. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Don't try to control or don't try to make anything happens the way you want. Just allow everything to settle down as it is. Be aware about the sensation, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light to spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.